Fame Farm. We're finally getting around to harvesting beans. We've been at it for a few days actually, and I wanted to get some good footage when we got started, but I was busy with other things, so that's good. Not sitting around too idle, I guess. Actually at one of my fields today. It's some of the cleanest beans we've got, which is a good start. That got us for a bit of foreign material at the mill this morning, so that's a little disappointing. But the beans were dry, 12.5%, under 13, which is their benchmark for docking on moisture. And as you can see, Dad's out with the lovely TR.70 somewhere over yonder. And we'll give you guys an inside look at our lovely TR.70. Well, it's got a lovely dust cloud going. There it comes. The belt on the straw chopper came off and we haven't put it back on. With the dry weather, we might bale some bean stubble bales. We've got the Ford straight 6. More popular option was the 3208 Cat, and that pretty well came standard with the hydrostatic transmission. I personally like the Ford 6-cylinder better. It's a lot easier on fuel. But I've never been underpowered with it. That's some people's complaint. It's a turbocharged 6. The 3208 Cat we had in another TR.70 was naturally aspirated. But I think we do okay. You usually need a lot of engine when it's muddy, just keeping the machine moving. We're only cutting 15 feet of beans. I'm not sure if there was a 20-foot option that would fit a TR.70 or not. Most of it's how the drive lines are connected for the head. Start of a pile in here. If you can really get the grain take keeping, by the time it's rolling out, you're on the short side of 200 bushels. more like 190. If you get it much fuller than that, well, you can't be on a slope. On the left, kind of 4 down the center. Well, just because it's the start of the field, we should be having a set of 6 and a set of 4. That might scare them a bit that we're up here, but it is quite the view. Aren't those so pretty and clean? Look at that field. Nary a weed out in the middle, a little bit out on the edge. Now these are non-GMO beans. I plant them because I can get the seed cheaper than Roundup beans. The chemicals aren't quite as cheap as Roundup, but I think I'm still better off raising non-GMO. Plus, I have hopes we'll get an elevator close by that'll care that they're getting non-GMO beans. Unfortunately, without going all the way into Cincinnati, there's nobody out here that cares unless I'm selling farmer to farmer. But then they're looking for either roasted or the soy meal because you can't feed a raw soybean with good results to an animal. So we might be looking for a roaster or a soy press. The heat of pressing the oil out will cook the bean enough. And that way the trypsin inhibitor is denatured and won't affect the stomach of the animal. That's not good. That's why you don't ride on top of the cab. Okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What happened? I know. Is it down here?
No, behind me.
Really? Well, Dad heard a noise, but... I don't know what it is. Combine's okay. I thought it was the head. I thought it was something out here at the head. I was on top of the cab. I was okay until you stopped. Yeah, I don't know if you knew we were up there. A few more beans. Well, I'll put you guys on the stick here in a second. We'll get you an up close view of the head.